Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's shaking up the entire crypto world: sustainable cryptocurrency. You've probably heard the buzz, both good and bad, about crypto's energy consumption. But what if I told you there's a green revolution happening right now in the digital currency space? A movement that could not only make crypto more eco-friendly, but also unlock massive new opportunities for investors. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what green crypto is, which coins are leading the charge, and why this is a trend you absolutely cannot afford to ignore. So let's start with the big question. Why does crypto even have an environmental problem? It all comes down to something called proof of work, or POW. This is the security mechanism used by major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Think of it as a massive global competition. Millions of powerful computers called miners are all racing 24/7 to solve incredibly complex math puzzles. The first one to solve the puzzle gets to validate a new block of transactions and is rewarded with new coins. Now, this process is genius for security. It makes the network decentralized and nearly impossible to attack. But the downside? It consumes an astronomical amount of electricity. We're talking about a level of energy usage comparable to entire countries. This heavy carbon footprint has rightly drawn a lot of criticism and has made many people, from environmentalists to institutional investors, a bit hesitant to fully embrace crypto. And that's where our story really begins, with the search for a better, greener way. Enter proof of stake, or POS. This is the game-changing alternative that's at the heart of the green crypto movement. Instead of relying on a brute force computational race, proof of stake works more like a lottery system, but with a clever twist. In a POS system, users who want to help validate transactions, known as validators, have to stake or lock up a certain amount of their own cryptocurrency as collateral. The network then randomly selects a validator to create the next block. The more coins you stake, the higher your chances of being chosen. If you validate a block correctly, you get rewarded with transaction fees. But if you try to cheat the system, you risk losing your staked coins. This skin-in-the-game model incentivizes honest behavior without needing a massive energy-guzzling competition. The difference is staggering. Estimates suggest that proof-of-stake systems can be over 99% more energy efficient than proof-of-work. That's not a typo, over 99%. This is the technological leap that makes sustainable crypto possible. So, now that we understand the how, let's talk about the who. Which projects are actually pioneering this green wave? The most famous example is, without a doubt, Ethereum. For years, Ethereum was the second largest proof-of-work network after Bitcoin. But in a monumental event known as the Merge, the entire Ethereum network transitioned to proof-of-stake. This single upgrade slashed Ethereum's energy consumption by an estimated 99.95%. It was one of the most significant decarbonization events in the history of technology, instantly making the vast ecosystem of apps, NFTs, and DeFi built on Ethereum dramatically more sustainable. But Ethereum isn't the only player. In fact, many newer cryptocurrencies were designed to be green from the very beginning. Take Cardano, for example. Founded by one of Ethereum's co-founders, Cardano has always used a unique proof-of-stake protocol called Ouroboros. Its entire philosophy is built on a research-driven, peer-reviewed approach to development, with sustainability and scalability as core principles. Then you have projects like Algorand, which uses a variation called pure proof-of-stake. It's designed to be incredibly fast, secure, and highly energy efficient, requiring minimal computational power. Algorand is even a carbon-negative project, meaning it offsets more carbon than its network produces. Other notable green coins include Solana, known for its high transaction speeds and low fees, and Tezos, which pioneered the concept of on-chain governance alongside its efficient proof-of-stake model. Each of these projects offers a different vision for a sustainable blockchain future, proving that security and scalability don't have to come at the expense of our planet. Okay, so the technology is impressive and the projects are real. But why should you, as an investor, pay attention? This is where it gets really interesting. The shift towards sustainability isn't just about feeling good, it's about smart investing. Let's break down the three main reasons. First, regulatory pressure and public perception. Governments and regulators worldwide are becoming increasingly concerned about the environmental impact of proof-of-work mining. We're already seeing discussions about potential carbon taxes or even bans on energy-intensive mining in certain regions. Cryptocurrencies that are already green are simply better positioned to navigate this evolving regulatory landscape. They face less risk of negative government intervention. Furthermore, public opinion matters. As more people become aware of the issue, projects that are seen as environmentally irresponsible could face a serious PR problem, potentially impacting their adoption and value. Second, the rise of ESG investing. ESG stands for environmental, social, and governance. It's a set of criteria that socially conscious investors use to screen potential investments. The ESG market is already worth trillions of dollars and is growing rapidly. Large institutional investors, pension funds, and corporations are now required or pressured to invest in assets that meet ESG standards. For a long time, crypto, especially Bitcoin, was largely excluded from these massive pools of capital because of its environmental footprint. Green cryptos, however, are a perfect fit. They open the door for a whole new class of institutional investors to enter the crypto market, which could bring in a tidal wave of new capital and drive up the value of these sustainable assets. And third, future-proofing and utility. Beyond the investment thesis, sustainability is simply good design. Blockchains that use proof of stake are often more scalable, meaning they can handle more transactions at a lower cost. This makes them much more practical for real-world applications, from decentralized finance and gaming to supply chain management and digital identity. As blockchain technology becomes more integrated into our daily lives, the networks that are efficient, cheap to use, and environmentally friendly will have a significant competitive advantage. Investing in green crypto isn't just an environmental bet. It's a bet on the underlying utility and long-term viability of the technology itself. So, what does this all mean for the future? I believe we're at a pivotal moment. The narrative is shifting from crypto is bad for the environment to how can crypto be a force for environmental good? The transition to sustainable models like proof of stake isn't just a trend, it's a fundamental evolution of the technology. It addresses one of the industry's biggest criticisms and unlocks a new era of adoption, investment, and innovation. Of course, this doesn't mean proof of work is going to disappear overnight. Bitcoin's security model is battle-tested and has its own passionate supporters. But the momentum is undeniably with the green alternatives. For investors, this presents a clear opportunity. By focusing on projects that prioritize energy efficiency, you're not only aligning your portfolio with a powerful global trend, but also investing in the platforms that are most likely to attract institutional capital and build the next generation of blockchain applications. As always, remember that this is not financial advice. The crypto market is volatile, and you should always do your own research before making any investment decisions. But the rise of sustainable crypto is a powerful narrative that is reshaping the industry from the inside out. It's about building a better, more efficient, and more responsible digital future for everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore this crucial topic. I hope you found this breakdown helpful. What are your thoughts on green crypto? Are there any sustainable projects you're excited about? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. We'll see you in the next one.